This is our pec mobilization with a lacrosse ball. So for this, you'll need a lacrosse ball or a dense massage ball just like it. And optimally, you would need a foam roller as well, where you can place the ball on top of it. If you don't have a foam roller like this, where you can place a lacrosse ball on top for support, then I'll show you a variation in just a second where you just use a book instead. So what we need to target here is the upper part of the pec muscles, the chest muscles. So if you have pain in the front side of your shoulder, this is extremely helpful. And if you lack shoulder rotation, this mobilization will also help you improve your rotation in your shoulder so you can get back to doing the stuff you like. I'm gonna place the ball on top of the roller, and then I'm actually just gonna get into a quadruped position here, so I'm on all fours, and then I'm gonna place one hand on my back and then just lay on top of the roller and the ball here. The position where I want the ball to be placed is right underneath my collarbone. So if you feel with your fingers, find your collarbone, then right underneath here, there's this small gap in between your collarbone and your pectoral muscle. And that is the gap we're looking for to insert the ball. And then we're gonna go from here and then follow the line of the shoulder all the way down towards the armpit. So that's the target area. I'm gonna get into this position and start right underneath my collarbone. And then I'm gonna see if I can locate any spots that stick out in this specific area. When I find a good spot, I'm gonna just hang out in this position and try to put as much as my body weight into the ball and roller as I can. And then take a couple of deep breaths to desensitize. And then I'm gonna sneak in some contract relax cycles. Do a 4-second inhale. Contract my right arm and chest for 4 seconds as hard as I can, and then release and exhale for 8 seconds. I'm going to repeat that process for 2 to 4 reps. 4-second inhale, contract as hard as possible, 4 seconds. And relax for 8 seconds and release. I'm gonna take my arm and then I'm gonna move it out in front of my head and try to just wiggle around, see if there's any specific movements that create a tender sensation here in the front side of my shoulder and my pec. And if I find any particular spots that really stands out, I'm gonna hold in this position. I'm just gonna try to lift my thumb up while I'm breathing. Inhale, raise your arm down. Exhale and lift. I'm going to do that for 5 to 10 reps. Then I can also raise my arm out in front of my head and almost think about doing like a swimming motion. All the way around my back and out front again. Spend 2 to 5 minutes working on this area. So you can start up by the collarbone and then work your way down and see if you can locate any other spots that needs work. If you don't have a roller, then the option is grab a big old book, lay the ball on top of the book, and then you get down on your stomach instead. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing. Take some deep breaths to desensitize. Do 2 to 4 contract relax cycles, and then I can do all the same movements as I showed before. I can do the swimmer motion. I can do lift offs in different positions. I have found that when you use a roller and get a little bit higher, you can apply more pressure. You can get a roller where you can lay a ball on top. That is the best option in my experience. So that is the pec mobilization with a lacrosse ball.